If your shortcuts are buried in the guts of your devices, they're useless, and most people organize them completely wrong. It's pretty simple. If you cannot see your shortcuts at a glance, you won't use them. And you're back to friction you wanted to eliminate building shortcuts in the first place. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to set up your iPad, iPhone, Mac, and Watch so that your shortcuts are always a tap or click away. If this sounds good, let's go do it. There are two basic rules to organize your shortcuts. Rule number 1, keep your working shortcuts separate. And rule number 2, make your most used shortcuts visible. We're going to start on the app itself because the shortcuts never actually leave it. Every device gives you different ways to access your shortcuts, but no matter where you place them, they will always point back to the app. In the app by default, your shortcuts end up in All Shortcuts library. And as the name implies, it's a catch-all location, which is not the best option, and here is why. Your working shortcuts will inevitably land next to those you're still working on and a bunch of abandoned and broken stuff. It will be hard to see and pick the right ones, which is actually a key point, and it will become very clear in about 60 seconds. In the meantime, let me show you what to do instead. Let's open the app and then create a new folder. Click or tap here at the top of the sidebar. Name it. It doesn't matter what you name it. The app is the only place where you will see that folder, so don't dwell on it. Next, go ahead and move your working shortcuts into that new folder, like this. By the way, you can create multiple folders and categorize your shortcuts even further. More on that in a bit. Alright, now that we've built the foundation, let me show you my exact setup across all of my devices. And I will also show you a few alternative ways that may work better for you and your workflows. Alright, follow me. iPad is my favorite device to use for many of my shortcuts. The tactile versatility of iPad together with the utility of shortcuts is a workflow powerhouse. I want to show you two most effective ways to organize shortcuts on your iPad. But one, widgets. That's my favorite. I grouped all of my most used shortcuts in two widgets, one for split screens and the other one to see my punch lists and to capture tasks. Not only do widgets look smart on your screen, your eyes are naturally drawn to them, which is exactly why it works. We're visual creatures. Our brains process images far faster and far more efficiently than anything else. So let me show you how you can create one for yourself. On your iPad, long press the home screen, tap, select Add Widget. Search or scroll down the sidebar to select the Shortcuts app. Select the stack depending on how many shortcuts you want to link, and then select Add Widget. See how the widget automatically linked to all shortcuts? We don't want that. Long press the widget, select Edit. Tap the folder link. We now have a few options on this dropdown. We've got all shortcuts again, folder or folders we created earlier, and there is another option called Custom. So those separate folders, this is where they come in very handy. Tap that special folder and the widget will pull the shortcuts from it. But there is actually more to it. There's a catch. Once linked to that folder, we cannot reorder shortcuts in the widget itself. The widget stack will grab them in the order they are in the folder. And if you are as OCD about how things stack up, look, and feel on your screens as I am, well, then you've got to go back to that special folder in the app and move things around. But the cool thing is that you don't have to do anything with the widget itself. Whatever changes you make in the folder, the widget will show them right away. And if you want to change the size of the widget, right-click or tap and hold, and then select Add Widget. And obviously, you can move it around just like any other icon or widget on the screen. And you can also grab the corner of the widget and change the orientation and size. And you can create several widgets if you want to separate shortcuts that do different things. You can also create the same widget on different screens if, for example, you want to see the same widget on your focus screen. I love this setup. Now, recall there was a custom option on the Added Widget dropdown. It allows you to browse various folders and pick individual shortcuts one by one, like this. And then you can reorder those shortcuts by using the pancake handles on the right. This is a 100% legit and viable option. Personally, I like separate folders better because I just find it easier to see and manage my shortcuts, but it's really your preference. My second favorite way to organize is linking them to my home screen. Now, this is an option in and of itself, but it also happens to be a great alternative to widgets, and it comes with a few cool benefits. First, you can customize your icons. Long press on the shortcut, tap Share, tap Add to Home Screen, and here you can select color and symbol, or you can tap Image. Then on your home screen, you can move it around just like any other app, or you can pull it down to the dock. Second, you can combine them into a folder. I think Apple calls it container, but we'll stick with folder. Gather them up like this, and then drop them into a folder. This is a great alternative to widgets, especially if you go for that minimal look and don't want to see a chunky widget on your screen. And third, once you herded all of your shortcuts into a folder, you can rearrange them as you like. So you don't have to go back to the app to do that. It does add an extra click to run, but on the flip side, it looks clean and minimal. And finally, you can even drag that folder to your dock. So if you like your screen to be completely blank and you keep all of your essential apps in the dock, this is the way. While not all shortcuts will work on your iPhone, some are practically made for it, like the task capture shortcut I showed you in the previous episode. Check it out if you haven't watched it yet, there's a link below in the show notes. Anyway, iPhone offers the same options as the iPad plus one additional possibility, and here's how I rank them. Number 1, add to home screen. I think it's the best option overall. Number 2, action button. It's fast, tactile, but limited. Number 3, widget. It's visual, but it's also space hog. And number 4, control center. Like on iPad, technically it's an option, it exists. Creating widgets and adding shortcuts to your home screen are identical how we do it on iPad. And just like on iPad, you can group individual shortcuts into a folder and then add that folder to the dock if this is how you want it. But I prefer to keep my shortcuts on a separate screen. I'm not a fan of keeping my phone with a blank screen. To me, it's a utilitarian tool and hiding things diminishes that utility. Anyway, action button. This one is in settings. Open action button settings. Select shortcut. Choose your shortcut. Like millions of other iPhone users, I personally miss the physical ring silencer when Apple replaced it with the action button. And using the action button to do just that seemed like a waste. It felt like, since it's a button, it can do more than one thing. And yes, it can. I built a simple automation that runs my train ticket app and then also silences the ring at the same time. Automations are basically shortcuts with conditions such as, when this happens, do that. Let me know if you want to learn about automations in a future video. Then Control Center. Just like on iPad, not my favorite place for shortcuts. Technically, it's a possibility, just not for my workflows. On Mac, we have 4 basic choices. Number 1, we can add a pop-up stack to the menu bar. This is my favorite. This is the closest thing to a command center for your shortcuts on Mac. At first glance, it's not very prominent, but if you're a Mac user, your eyes drift up there way more often than you realize. And here's how you can create one for yourself. In the Shortcuts app, locate the menu bar option on the sidebar. If you don't see it there, then go to Settings, Sidebar. Check off Menu Bar option. Back on your Shortcuts main screen, select the shortcuts that you want to access from the menu bar and drag them into the menu bar folder that's now visible on the sidebar. You're actually not moving or duplicating your shortcuts, you are rather linking them. Now let's get this thing on the menu bar. Open Control Center, click Edit Controls, search for shortcuts, select Show Menu Bar Collection, select Add to Menu Bar. Then on your menu bar, you will see the Shortcuts app logo. Click on it, and you will get a pop-up with the list of shortcuts that you placed in the menu bar folder in the app. And just like with iPad, if the order of the shortcuts is important, and I think it is, then go back to the menu bar folder in the app and rearrange it. And the pop-up will immediately mirror that. Second option, we can add individual shortcuts to the dock. And just like with all other devices, if you've got 1 or 2 shortcuts, it works. More than that, it becomes clutter. I only have 1 shortcut in my dock, it's this one. It counts characters and whatever I write there, and I use it for my YouTube episode titles. Option number 3, widgets. Adding your widget to your home screen is great. They look awesome and smart until they're covered by layers of open windows. And if you also use your desktop as a file storage, well then, we're back to out of sight, out of mind thing. Option number 4, Control Center. This is my least favorite on Mac as well, and for all the same reasons as on iPad or iPhone. And now there is Watch. This thing was practically made for talking to it. I can even whisper. Running my quick shortcuts on my watch is unsurprisingly convenient. The watch recognizes the text input in a shortcut and then it turns the microphone on. So all you have to do is just tap to run it and start speaking. This is huge. This is the fastest way to capture anything. And just like iPhone Watch will show you only compatible shortcuts when you open the app. But no, we don't want to open the app every time. Instead, let's do one of these. Number one, add your shortcut to the complications on your watch face. This is where I have it. You will need to configure that in the watch app on your phone though. Tap on My Faces, scroll down to Complications, select Placement, select Shortcuts, and then select the specific shortcut if you have more than one, like this. Alternatively, you can add it to the Control Center. Yes, Control Center, but on the watch it's a button push and the look and feel is completely different. Press the side button, scroll all the way down, and then select Edit. Tap Plus. Select Shortcuts app, then select the shortcut. And lastly, you can move it to a more convenient place in your control center. That's all. Remember why we started? Cutting down friction. A shortcut buried 5 taps away and 3 menus deep isn't really a shortcut anymore. What we did today was bring everything to the surface. So when you need it, it's already there, visible, and ready to help. And that is the difference between friction and flow. Now, go set it up. I'll see you in the next one. I love you.